So we don't do a lot of writing in those classes.
Yeah.
Right? So there's usually a presentation or something.
Mm-hmm.
But when they do have to write papers for history, we're looking for a general comprehension of the subject matter. There is research, and it's not Wikipedia. Sorry, I just put it in there. A lot of what we're doing in music research is the same thing you do in other fields, where you're taking research that's done before and kind of synthesizing it to come up with new ideas. And so that's sort of the kind of thing we're looking for. A lot has been written about music, and going to original source material is always the most important thing. So there's a site online now called the International Music Score Library Project, IMSLP. It's called the Petrucci Music Library, because he was the first person to actually use a printing press to print music. Petrucci. There's a research component to it, because you have to be able to go to original sources mainly, and then discern what's going on from the music itself. So a lot of what we do is asking questions about a piece of music. So you have to look at the score and then think about it and then come up with your answers that way. If you're writing more florid stuff about other composers, then of course you have to go online and look at what's been written about them before. Or go to the library. We don't have a lot of music holdings here, but you can find a lot of stuff online now, textbooks and things of that nature. One of the most important fields, if you're going to be a music historian, you have to be able to write well. You go to all these presentations at conferences like the College Music Society. But another thing that's highly overlooked nowadays, particularly over here, is the idea of writing program notes. Because a lot of concerts, particularly classical concerts, you're expected in the program to have a short, not only description of the performers, but of the actual music and the historical background and how the music was created. And that's something that's really highly prized with big orchestras and big opera companies. So you get your program booklet and you're supposed to be able to read about that. And that's always supposed to be written fresh and new by anyone there. So that's a type of thing that I'm also looking for, the idea that certain students could actually write program notes. That their stuff is knowledgeable, but yet approachable. Because you have two sides you're looking at. You're looking at the side where if you go to a conference of all musicians, you want to write in a more technical manner. But if you're looking to talk to people about a field that might be a little scary for them, you're trying to write in a way that will make people understand things and want to listen to it more. So it's finding an entry point. A lot of times if you're talking to somebody, you have to be able to discern how to approach that without seeming stupid or seeming too smart to people. You have to find that entry level. And the same thing with classes. If I'm going to talk to an intro to music class about Wagner opera, I'm going to come in at a different entry level than I would with my music history class. Because my music history class, I want them to understand it on a higher level. But talking about classical music with an intro class where you have a lot of, it's all gen ed majors, it's a gen ed class, you want to try to kind of ease into stuff like that. So composition, writing music is a whole different ballgame. We don't have a composition teacher, we don't have a composition department. But one of the unique things about music is nowadays, in order to make stuff more approachable, you are going to end up having to write, and you are going to end up having to talk to people a lot. Unless you're at the very, very